Good afternoon. This is Julie. It is Tuesday, my favorite day, April 17th, and we're looking at the NASDAQ blowing the market out. And well, guess not blowing it out, but 1.99%, almost 2%. Big day, big trend day. We had great earnings being reported, good economic data. Um, China is agreeing to allow U.S. companies, automakers, to participate in ownership uh, in China for their businesses. So, like Ford, Volkswagen, Tesla will now be able to participate in the revenues generated, not just create sales, but also um, have a business. They're allowing 50% at this time, but that's a lot better than 0%. And so the market, the data is just fantastic. We've got strong growth, good real estate numbers, um, and we had a big trend day as a result. The market's up $2,685 on one contract. There we go, 2%. Woohoo! It's been green across the board most of the day. And it is hard to trade a big trend day because it trickles and it goes back and forth, and you end up chopping yourself up. So, how do you trade a big trend day? Well, you can put on a 30-minute bar or a 15-minute bar. Let me put this on a 34 HA and get out when the linear regression is against it and get back in when it goes back in your favor, and then just trail a moving average below it is one way to do it. But then you're behind price quite a ways. That's asking you to carry a lot of risk and hold it, um, not being sure on a smaller time frame, say your 3 minutes. Let me take a look at that and show you how choppy this did get on the 3 minute bar. Hang on one second, I've got a little bit of a data freeze. There it goes. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So here is what I'm talking about. On a 3 minute bar or 5 minute bar, you can see that you get in and out, get in and out. As soon as you get in, it comes in, takes you out, back and forth, and you can end up chopping yourself up unless you trail like this larger moving average to the bottom, and then just trust that it's going to continue moving on up. But how do you know that it's going to continue moving up? Um, Here was a daily high and weekly high at the same level that caused the price to move back and forth over this level so many times. Usually, when you get to a daily and weekly both price level, that's what you're going to get. Is market participants have different ideas of where they think the market is going to go. So I have the perfect um, strategy for carrying a big trend day, and that is with my Unirinco bar and setting it to these large levels. I trade the NQ with a 60 tick high-low 2, which allows me to come in and take these at the mid-range, splitting my risk, and then, carrying the trade up from this point. Or you can take one contract on the bar change in the direction of your trade and then just trade it until you get your 1-to-1 or 2-to-1, whatever you want to trade, and or to a level. And that way you can take a lot of the ticks out of the market and then come in on your high-low 2. Oops. when the market pulls back, and then jump in, adding another contract on the deeper pullbacks to get you back in the direction of that move. And as we see here, clearly each one of these was a winner as far as a directional movement. They did not come back and hit that prior pivot low. So once a move starts, there's a couple of things that you want to notice. Price is above the channel, the mid-band of the channel, and you prefer it to be above the channel, but it will come back to the channel to turn around. That's perfectly normal. That's what happens, but you really want to get started. So here was your channel cross, comes back to the channel, and then starts the dance of moving up and down. And so once you get your larger time frame bar, your one contract going, then bring it in on your lower time frame and come in on these deeper pullbacks so that you can come in and out of these trades, or even on the higher ones. Some people like to trade the higher ones, and as price moves to make a new bar. But you see how choppy it got when we got to that level with the weekly and daily price level here at 68.20 was a weekly and daily price level on the NQ, creating this chop. But once we were able to get through that, you see on the first one, it never got challenged, came back towards it, but it never took it out. So you just hold your trade on the one contract. So we didn't get to the target today, which was, let me put this back on the 30 minutes so you can see the target. It's got 5 minutes left in the session, so I don't think that we'll hit it within the next 5 minutes. It looks like the market participants pretty much stopped trading, but overall it was a fantastic day, and that looks like a reversal candle setting up. So we didn't get to our upper fib at 68.56. I started trying to hit that, trying to get up there to it, and it just did not work out. It came and took everybody who was chasing to get to that level. Sometimes between 2:30 and 3, you can get the market to move towards a pivot point, but not today. The big move had already occurred. So but this is a great way to trade big moves and help you stay in a trade, even holding these reversals, not getting shaken out, and then you can move your stop up on each successive um, turn back in the direction. And as you see, you would have gotten all the way up here and you would have still been in. And here's your stop at 12. So, or you can just elect to get out. Of course, it's 3 minutes to 3 o'clock. You know it's not going to make it up there. So, but that is a great way I have discovered to trade these larger trends. And it's hard to trade big trends. It's much easier on a range day where you can see your Keltner band or your Bollinger band or your stochastic or your RSI or your MACD working for you. And then to realize at 8:30 in the morning it's going to be a big trend day. We just don't know what we're going to get each day. But having these tools and the linear regression going green, green, green all the way across really helps you get into this mind frame and try at least for a move directionally. and especially if price is moving above that prior day high, and with momentum and trend in that direction. So trading is a learning game. I'm learning, um, loving the templates. So I think I've just exhausted just about every other trading strategy that there is, and I'm coming up with what I think are the best methods for being able to participate in these futures markets. Um, and so I hope you come in and join us. So thank you so much. We appreciate it, and we will talk to you soon. See you tomorrow.